with Dante Moore, I don't think it really does anything. Like Dante
But I
Moore,
mean, he was projected to go to the Jets '2 overall in a
but we
lot of mock
also
drafts,
know
and it's early still, but still.
here's the thing though, and
I don't
I will
mind the
give
move.
Hybo some kudos here when he talks about college football is bad. Not that I necessarily agree with him, but I would agree in his sentiment this year that the quarterback draft class is not good. And that doesn't mean
And I
I
mean,
mean
like
more
going
so
off the
it's
numbers, I
not
don't think
deep.
Mendoza should have won Heisman either. Like, I mean,
If you're all
Mm,
quarterback stats as far as like passing and whatnot was down, if you go off of his stats alone, they were very, very dominant, and he was one of the main reasons why that was so. They have a very good defense, they have a solid running game. Mendoza was out there, and you've seen what he's done in the playoff games, going out there
he
and
just
putting
threw,
up five absolute
yeah,
dots for tutties against the Oregon
under
Ducks, who've
200
had one of
yards
the best,
passing as well too.
like, yeah,
Like
under 200 yards passing
dude
and
was
put
good
up
in
like
college.
five dot touchdowns. Like, I don't want to hear that statistically he's not at an advantage because the data doesn't. Shut the fuck up. Watch football, dude. That's why I can't take
watch
you
football.
seriously about that. Watch football, dude. Um, I would agree that the QB draft class is not very good because there's simply not enough depth. It's very top heavy. And after you get past four, maybe five names, there's not a whole lot there. Doesn't mean that those guys won't turn out to be something. We've seen Brock Purdy, the Mr. Irrelevant, become a starting quarterback in this league who we all don't think is very good, but he is still out there making
The
a large
playoffs.
amount of money in the
In,
playoffs,
in
and
the playoffs.
he's been to a Super Bowl. He's been to a Super Bowl. So
Lost,
like
but
lost, didn't play good, but he's been to a Super Bowl. So like uh, just with the optics, it doesn't look very good, but it's because it's top heavy. Um, Dante Moore would have made the draft
You
class
know
a
who else is
little
top
bit
heavy?
better, but
I mean, who
Me.
else is going to be drafted after Mendoza though?
he was going to be drafted after Mendoza. He probably would have been the second quarterback taken off the
No, but
board.
who is getting drafted after Mendoza? There's a big drop off there. Is anybody even
I'm
like
I
I don't know.
trading
I
up
wouldn't
for it?
think the next quarterback would be drafted for a few more rounds. Like, I don't think.
Somebody's going to try to get a quarterback to get the fifth year option for him, no matter what.
um
Jets have
yeah,
three
if
first round
you're
picks. They can definitely afford to go for a quarterback as well too.
you're also going to have just simply looking at quarterback. You're also going to have who's the guy at Miami. Why is his name escape me?
Ruben Bain Jr.
No. You're thinking a defensive line. I'm just thinking quarterbacks only.
Quarterbacks. Carson Beck. I don't think.
Carson Beck. So he's dude. He's a seventh year senior. He's not
Yeah,
going back to college. So you're going to have
I
your
mean you got
top
Ty Simpson
ones.
out there as well though.
You got
So
Trinidad
like
Chambliss, who
he has
is
to
not
go.
being he's not being granted extra years to go back to college, so he'll be there. I think you're one and two. If I was somebody in an organization who had the number one pick, if I was part of the Raiders, I would be having a very tough debate between Fernando Mendoza and Trinidad Chambliss. I was saying it during the game. I understand that they lost the game. They're not making the championship game. The way he has played this whole season, with and without Lane Kiffin, I understand Fernando Mendoza is very good. I've watched him all season. I love Fernando Mendoza. I would have a tough time picking between Fernando Mendoza and Trinidad Chambliss.
What's his last name?
Chambliss.
Chambliss, Chambliss,
Gotcha.
Trinidad Chambliss,
What school?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Oh, okay.
Fantastic quarterback this year.
They
Really
did
good.
pretty good.
And here's the thing. Here's why I would sit there and have a problem is I know Fernando Mendoza can sit in a pocket. He can throw dots. He, I haven't seen him scramble too much. I haven't
He
really
doesn't
seen
need
him be
to.
able to. Yes, he doesn't need to. But what I know with Trinidad Chambliss is he can throw from inside the pocket. He can throw outside the pocket. He can throw on the run. He can improvise very well, and he's very, very fast. He can get you with the feet or through the air. And that's the simple reason if I am the Raiders, where I would have to look for a quarterback who is mobile because my offensive line is garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and just
Mendoza would
being the
have a
Raiders as well
few.
though. Being the Raiders though as well
Mendoza,
and drafting a guy like Mendoza, the nicest just stick them
A,
like
a Saint going to Sin City just doesn't work.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the men, if he, probably will end up on the Raiders, like you kind of said earlier, but he's going to have a few welcome to the NFL moments behind that Raiders offensive line if that's really where he goes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's, scrambling not being the strong suit. Um,
Well, we don't know
the speed
if
of the
it's a
game.
strong suit or not. He's just better in the pocket right now. He does not have to scramble as much as any other quarterback in college.
Ty Simpson's also going to be another guy to watch out for out of Alabama.
I don't trust that at all.
I've seen him
He,
play.
he he's played much better in the later half of the season than the beginning half of the season. Um, he tore up some pretty good defenses at the end of the day. He's definitely not Fernando Mendoza. He's definitely not Trinidad Chambliss, but he still would be towards the top of that. You'll also have Carson Beck and I believe Lenora Sellers out of South Carolina will be leaving as well.
Really?
If he's not good for him, I don't think he should, but he would be another top name going into the draft, regardless of whether he's going in or not. Your top three guys, um, it's going to be Fernando or top maybe four guys: Fernando Mendoza, Trinidad Chambliss, Ty Simpson, Carson Beck. Four guys. Those are going to be your top four. After that, there is a very large gap,
I
and I
mean,
don't
there's a
know how
very
good
large
Carson
gap
Beck.
between
So you think
Mendoza and everybody else as well, too.
so
Well,
you think Chambliss
I
is
don't think there's
probably a
that big of a
Jet?
gap between him and Chambliss. I think it's Fernando Mendoza, Chambliss very close, and then there's a gap, and that's where you probably end up with
Fernando
Carson Beck, and then a gap, and then
Fernando's a
Ty Simpson.
Raider. Fernando's a Raider, and Chambliss is a Jet.
Jets may go somewhere else with the number 2 pick, though. They have abundance of first round picks, so I think they're fine with that no matter what. They can get a quarterback a little bit later on or trade up and get one. I also think the Jets may just be trying to get pieces for next year to build up and get the quarterback the following year. I think
You can go
they
out as
just
a free
they
agent
need
and
a
pick one
lot
up
of
too.
pieces. Yeah, they just need a lot of pieces.
It's better to build around for your future quarterback than it is to get your future quarterback and put him behind everybody else who's going to wreck his career before it even begins. We've seen that on so many different occasions. And why did Patrick Mahomes work out so well? Why did Tom Brady work out so well? Why did Peyton Manning's rookie season wasn't great, but then why did he, eventually work out so well? Is they had a large portion of their offense fledged out before they brought those guys in. Now, granted, Tom Brady was a late round pick, wasn't expecting him to, but they already had Drew Bledsoe and a very, very solid defense and a decent offense put around him before Tom Brady was able to step in. Same thing. Look at Brock Purdy at the 49ers. Why has he been doing so well? They've had great athletes around him on the offensive line, one of the best offensive lines. Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. They had Brandon Ayuk and Debo
One
Samuel.
of the best offensive lines.
The best.
George
Uh,
Kittle. Got it.
it's better to build, and smart organizations do
I
that. Dumb
cannot do a
organizations like the
Subway
Jets
stall,
don't.
dude. I'm so bad at it.
You're really bad. So bad.
I'm
People
so
are saying the
bad.
worst.
Oh shit.
But that opens up the question. We're talking about who's going where, but more importantly, who is going to be coaching these guys? We've got 9 head coach openings at the moment. You've got Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Baltimore, Atlanta, Arizona. You've got Vegas, New York, and Tennessee.
Wow.
That's 8.
Is that 8? Did I count it wrong? 1, 5, 6, 7,
That's
8. No,
9.
there's 9. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Miami, Baltimore, Atlanta, Arizona, Las Vegas, New York, Tennessee. You don't know how to count on your fingers, Sean.
You missed somebody the first time.
Sean doesn't have fingers.
They're appendages.
Well, that's just
Pittsburgh is the newest of the 9 as
We're-
Mike Tomlin has decided to step down.
we were saying pre-show that most people missed that Jonathan Gannon
Jonathan Gannon in Arizona.
was fired.
I did
Nobody missed
not
that.
I did not know that. I was trying to get a full comprehensive list to make sure that I
Well, I
wasn't
mean,
missing
it's
anyone.
the Cardinals,
Had
so
no
like,
idea that they
do the
fired him.
Cardinals ever make big noise?
No.
Well,
I mean,
Should it shock you then?
I mean, if you're
There's so
punching
many firings
players,
right then.
like I would have fired him week whatever when he punched when he punched the guy that fumbled at the
Amari
goal line.
DiMarcado.
That dude.
How crazy is it that Zach Taylor is the lone remaining coach that is on a team in the AFC North
It
of
doesn't
all
shock me one
coaches?
bit. It
Of
doesn't
all
shock me
coaches,
one
though,
bit.
like
That's
It doesn't
I
shock
agree
me.
with Ty Bob. Doesn't shock me. The Bengals
it's the
What
organization
Bengals.
is a joke.
it
They're a joke.
here's the thing about the Bengals. It is a joke, but they are also incredibly cheap. There's a reason why they've kept the coaches that they've had as long as they've had. It's because they don't want to spend unnecessary money on people who aren't part of the organization. They're going to let every coach and every player, if they cannot trade them, run through the extent of their contract, no matter how bad it could be for their team, because they would rather pay you to be awful for them than to let you go be awful somewhere else and still be paying you. They'd rather you wreck their team than not pay you or pay you for just not being on the team and not killing their team.
And I love that.
So that's why it
It's the
doesn't surprise
principle that
me.
matter, you know.
I don't think it's a principle. I think they're just cheap.
Okay, that's that's what cheap people say, though. It's the principle that matter,
That's fair.
right?
I'm not. It's
It's
a dumb
accurate.
move. It's a bad move, but that's exactly why he's still around. And I don't know if he's got 1 year or 3 years left on his contract. I think it is 1 year left on his contract, but don't expect him to be coming back. That's an absolute. They'll let him walk just when they don't owe him any more money.
Speaking of walking, do we think Tomlin's done coaching?
I think
I
so.
think I think he's going to be a little bit like Bill Cowher. He may come back after he dabbles in TV just a little bit because he's definitely going to TV next. I don't see him coaching this year,
Did
this
Bill
next
Didn't
go
year.
back to the NFL? I thought
Bill
he was
Cowher
No,
no,
didn't
he
Bill,
go
was
back?
he never went back.
so
So
yeah,
why are
I
you
think
using that
Tomlin's
as
going
an
to follow the
example?
same suit.
As in, he's going to go to TV for a year, and then from there on, if he doesn't like the opportunities that are in front of him for that next year, and being there with the team for probably 10 plus
I
years, he's
my
going to stay in
vote
TV.
my I just because I'm echoing a stupid reel that I saw. He goes to Miami because he once said he wants to coach in a warmer weather place. Mike Tomlin to Miami.
They could use an attitude adjustment down there in Miami, that's for sure. But
Especially if they're sticking with Tua.
you really think he's going to leave Pittsburgh, who hasn't been good at identifying talent almost at any position outside of pass rush since Bill Cowher left,
No, they're
to
good at
go
receivers.
to
They just get crazy receivers.
well, fair. Okay, that's true. I'll give you that. But can't identify a quarterback to save their life to go down to Miami where they don't have a quarterback. They don't have the picks to acquire a quarterback. They don't have the money to acquire a quarterback, and they don't have the scouts to identify quarterback talent.
Mike Tomlin wants to be in Miami, dag, on the beach.
If he's gonna go somewhere warm, uh, Atlanta, Arizona, Las Vegas. If it's simply because he wants
He
to go
was
somewhere
he was
warm,
really
those are
hoping Todd
three
Bowles got
places.
fired. He was really hoping
Yeah,
Todd Bowles was fired.
probably. Probably. You go hit up Vegas. They've got the
Vegas is hot.
capital to acquire a quarterback and a team around them with correct pieces in place to identify talent. You go to Arizona. They obviously have the capital to go out and get somebody. And you've got Kyler Murray if you want to keep him for some reason. Or you go to Atlanta where you have a quarterback, you have a running back. Really, you have an offense that just needs to be
They need Arthur
culminated.
Smith. Bring him
Yeah, bring
back.
him back down there. Yeah, and really, you kind of have the pieces on defense. They're just really missing a coach. If there's any opportunity for Mike Tomlin to leave Pittsburgh and actually go somewhere else and it's warmer weather, you go to Atlanta because you don't have
He's
to do
already
much down
left
there.
Pittsburgh, so it would
I
just
know.
be
That's what I'm saying. You've left Pittsburgh. If you still want to coach Atlanta,
he's already
if I'm him, Atlanta's the place to go.
he's already taken the first step.
It's on to
So,
step two.
He's
some
going.
other openings in the NFL. Where do you see some of these coaches going to if they even continue getting jobs?
I mean, the real question is where is Kevin Stefanski going
Well, I was about to
and
say
John Harbaugh? Those are the
he's the
two top
best.
names.
Yeah. I mean, do we still want? Do people still want Stefanski after Cleveland? Like, are we
Oh
still
yeah.
Dude,
think he's
he
that
got a
good?
call.
Like,
He got a call 5 minutes after the information got released that he was
well,
fired.
but I'm just talking about like between us three here. Like I understand Coach of the Year with the Browns. Like when you what you see later on in the Browns' career, are we still that high on Stefanski? Like,
I definitely am because I think a lot of those moves, a la signing Deshaun Watson to that guaranteed contract, came from top down. So I think the owners had a lot of meddling to do with some of the players they had on the team and how Kevin was coaching that team.
I echo that
so
sentiment. I think
Cleveland's last couple of years are not his fault.
I think a lot of what happened in Cleveland, even from the beginning, was a lot of front office. Here are the players that you're going to have. You deal with them. You deal with what we give you. And it's not this cohesive union that you
But he's
generally see between head
isn't
coach and
he also
GM
a
or
big
front.
reason? I feel like he's got a lot of influence in the front office because he's a big reason that Baker left. Baker and him hated each other.
And that's fine. I mean, it was honestly probably good for both of them, both Cleveland and Baker, that Baker got out of there. But that doesn't mean that he wanted Deshaun. I don't believe that he did. I don't believe that he wanted any of the umpteen quarterbacks that came through during his tenure there, or the receivers that they didn't have while they were there, and so on and so forth. Like I really truly think that front office, whether he actually has merit in that front office or not, I don't think that they took into consideration what he wanted and what his schemes were in order to get the job done. I think they just did whatever they wanted. And that's generally what Cleveland has done since 2000s.
Well, I think that take is generous to Stefanski. And I don't know why we are harder on some coaches than we are on others.
What coaches
Why
are we not
not?
harder on that you think we should be?
Well, I mean, there's certain coaches that lose their jobs after 1 year, and I don't know. It just seems like standards are different for certain coaches.
The standard is the standard.
You don't have standards.
I
Are
do.
you talking about like Pete Carroll in Vegas? Is that what you're talking about?
No, because he's old. He's different.
So what are
He doesn't
we are
count.
But
you
like,
talking about? Are you talking about Tennessee's head coach?
no, just
Former head coach?
in general, just leave me alone. Let's Harbaugh, where's he going?
I can't tell you where any coach is going right now. It's way too
The
early in the
Giants,
process.
the most Giants thing the Giants could do. Stefanski gets interested. They want Harbaugh. Go all in on Harbaugh. Harbaugh signs elsewhere. They lose out on Stefanski. They sign Mike McCarthy.
I think the two
It's
top
also ripped
jobs.
off from social media. There you go.
I think the two
You're
top
bad,
jobs
dude.
right now. Number one has to be Atlanta. No, I'd take that back. I'd say
They
number one
signed
has
Mike
to be
McCarthy.
Baltimore. Mike McCarthy has been floated around, which is not good. Baltimore's the number one job, and then Atlanta, in my mind, is the number two job. Everywhere else is you don't really have roster establishment, you don't have quarterback. All you have is capital and a hope and a dream.
I mean,
Except
the
Tennessee,
Giants
I
are
guess
interesting.
Tennessee does have a quarterback, and the Giants have a quarterback, but there's far more pieces. When I like Baltimore is primarily built. Atlanta is primarily built. Those are the two top positions, and
And
uh,
both teams
Harbaugh
were
can't go
like
to Baltimore, but
both
he
teams
could go
were
to
one to
Atlanta.
two wins away from the playoffs this year. Like both teams
Exactly.
are competing with decent rosters.
If I'm
So
Harbaugh, I'm
I
trying to go to
if
I
you're the
would
Atlanta.
coach, you're
lean
like, I'm going to put them over
in
the top.
in my opinion, I'm leaning Atlanta over Baltimore just because like Lamar's Derrick Henry's old and Lamar's injury reoccurrence, seems a little annoying to deal with, but
I think Baltimore's a
I
perfect
would
place for
lean. I would lean
Stefanski.
Atlanta. I like the weapons in Atlanta. I like the defense a little bit better.
And if I'm Harbaugh, I'm harping at going to Atlanta. Like that, Harbaugh needs to go to Atlanta. Roster's build. I think with his structure, he can get them to winning consistently the division, making the playoffs, winning in the playoffs. If I'm Stefanski, I want to go to a place that can be high on offense and utilize my prowess.
Well, that would also
Baltimore,
be Atlanta.
Baltimore could be the place. I mean, yes, yeah, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think he should be vying for Atlanta, but if I'm Atlanta, I'm taking Harbaugh. If the option between Stefanski and Harbaugh, I'm taking Harbaugh.
Really? Okay.
I
Okay.
If
but
I'm, and
Harbaugh
that's why I
seems
say
more
Baltimore would be a better spot for
Harbaugh
Stefanski.
seems more like a guy that's going to go somewhere where there's stability no matter
You think
what.
anybody from the AFC North is going to go in division? You think Stefanski would go to another AFC North team?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't see why he wouldn't. Coaches don't have loyalty. Players don't have loyalty. Fans have loyalty. And fans won't care that they're getting Stefanski from Cleveland if they're in Baltimore because Stefanski's actually a good coach.
Well, do you think? Well, I don't know. It would kind of be funny for Cleveland. Like it would.
Oh, it would be
They would just be
hilarious.
getting their asses kicked by Stefanski every year again.
It'd be great. Good, good, good. Cleveland's stupid.
No
The
one's going to
Haslams
Cleveland though.
are dumb.
Harbaugh's not going to Cleveland no
I
matter
mean, I
what.
mean, the funniest thing would be just like a little carousel of coaches in the AFC North.
Well, did you
They all
see
they all change besides who's Taylor in Cincinnati?
the
Guy name?
the Ravens I think GM he was doing a press conference talking about Harbaugh
Yeah,
being gone. Saw that Mike Tomlin was available, immediately was like, "What if we do a little trade, 1 for 1?"
funny. The
Nobody's
funniest
talked
thing.
about this.
I don't watch
I
this funny
think,
stuff. I don't watch as many reels as you, Tabo. Sorry, I can't get the good stuff.
I was sick for the last couple of days, so I was chronically online again.
yeah, my phone showed it.
This is what you wanted. You wanted me to share more things with you in the group, so
So
you
then you
share.
started sharing it in the group and individually.
Well, there's some things
Because
that
you
there's some
open
things that
them.
Tommy can't handle, you know.
When
There's
you're ready, get on my level, bud.
Who, uh, who
God,
is
I gotta find another
Miami's
one.
former head coach,
Mid Daniel.
Mike McDaniel? There we go.
he's our new
Uh,
offensive coordinator,
I would love for him to be the offensive coordinator of
right?
Kansas City.
Andy's getting some dude that he
The
knows.
And
issue
he's getting
is
some dude.
the
And his
issue
coaching tree, dude.
is there's nine
Andy
openings.
Andy makes Mike Kafka the next OC.
I can
Either
see that.
him or Eric Bieniemy. But I'll tell you, Mike McDaniel, he's either going to New York or he's going to Vegas, and I think it's probably going to be Vegas.
To head
Because
coach.
Vegas will give him some money and
Head
then
coach. Here's the
fire
thing:
him in a few years.
it's not even about the money. Those two places is where he would have the most amount of capital, right? You go to New York, you already have your quarterback. Cool. You've seen him be able to play. You know he can play. He's got to stay healthy, and you have draft capital to kind of build around him. You go to Vegas, you've
He's
got
gonna trade
unlimited
for
capital.
Tyreek again. He's gonna
They they've got the
he's
number
gonna
one
end up
overall
with
pick.
Malik Neighbors and Tyreek Hill again.
Go get the quarterback that you want. And realistically, they have unlimited cap space right now. They've got like nobody under contract that's taking up a lot of money. Go out in free agency and get whoever you want. Mike McDaniel doesn't have to worry about, oh, I was given Tua and now I got to do this or I got to. He can go out in Vegas, get his guy, build the team around him in free agency, and just build from scratch. They will give him time. Pete Carroll was never a guy who they were going to allow time. Pete Carroll, even if he was going to coach as long as he possibly could,
He
he was
doesn't
going to
have
croak on the
time, dude.
sideline in a couple of years, dude. Like it wasn't going to happen. Wasn't going to happen. So that would be the place. If I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm probably looking at a place where I can fresh start everything. It's going to be Vegas, or if you really, really, really like Jackson Dart, go to New York.
Mike McDaniel doesn't seem like Jackson Dart style, but maybe that's just me.
You calling him weak?
No, I just think
Soft hands?
I
He's not ready
think
for cold weather, man. He can't handle
well,
that.
if the Raiders have the primary shot at Mendoza and Mike McDaniel loves a pocket passer.
Does he?
And he's got Ashton Genty. He's going to love a run game. They just need to build up the offensive line.
I think Jackson Dart would want to run too much for McDaniel and the way he likes to run the offense.
Flashbacks.
Well, I'm tired of having my starting quarterback in concussion protocol.
I still think the most interesting job that's not an immediate playoff contender is going to be Tennessee, though. They've shown that they have something with Cam Ward. It wasn't great all year, but you saw flashes throughout the year, and he's definitely going to get a lot better over these next few years, especially with a young,
Well,
good head coach.
do they have enough capital to be good next year? Is that what you're saying?
They've, good? No. Good? I mean,
No,
well,
mid, mid, yeah.
here's the thing. Do they have enough capital? Yes. They still have what, a top three pick? I think they're just behind. I think Las Vegas, Tennessee, and New
They need
York were
linemen
tied.
or a receiver, but they need
Um,
linemen.
so if you guys didn't actually see that, Las Vegas does get the number one pick, but because Vegas, New York, and Tennessee are tied on record, um, they will be swapping as they get down into the later rounds. So number one overall pick
There
is Las
was no
Vegas,
tiebreaker?
but Vegas. Well, no. So here's the thing: they do a tiebreaker for round one. If you have the same record when you get into the second through the seventh rounds, then you
Bro,
start
I
to flip.
swear they be making up rules every single year, man.
So Vegas will
There's
get the number one, New York will get the number two, Tennessee will get the number three. But then when you get to the second round, New
No,
York
no, no,
gets the
no.
one, Tennessee gets the
You,
two, Vegas gets the three.
you're so
Did
close.
I get that wrong?
Yeah. Vegas, New York Jets, Arizona, and Tennessee are all tied. New
Oh,
York is
okay,
at
there you
five
go.
no matter what. Close though.
That's the first round. Then it swaps when you get in the second and third, second through the seventh. No, did I read that wrong?
I just looked at the first round, dude.
Okay, well,
Draft
okay.
order.
So you are not
Tankathon.
helping
either
this
either
Tankathon.
you're
conversation
blowing
in any way,
either
shape,
you're
or form.
New
blowing
Thanks.
smoke
York's New
or they
York's not
write
in that at all though, so that's what I was trying to get
bro,
at.
I'm just
either
telling
you're
you what
blowing
I've read.
smoke
I don't know if it's right.
you're blowing smoke or they just write new rules every year. Like they just make up new shit
It does
whenever
You
happen.
they're
just
doing it.
you just don't pay attention half the time either, so it's an off season whenever you're worried about that
No,
stuff.
this is the NFL, dog. I know what I'm talking about.
I don't know about that.
Sure
The
about that?
the three least appealing jobs have to be Miami, Cleveland, Arizona, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
Arizona's
Pittsburgh
definitely
has
on
to
the
be
list.
Cleveland.
still somewhat appealing. Pittsburgh has to be somewhat appealing,
I
but
mean, I
like
guess Cleveland's defense is nice, but like
You have nothing on
you
offense. You're
want
handicapped with
I
Deshaun
would not want to
Watson.
be the head coach that has to inherit Deshaun Watson on my roster.
Never.
Arizona has to be the least appealing, right? Like you do still have somewhat of a high pick, but like you also have nothing. The last seven coaches that were there have done nothing since what, Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald.
No,
You've
the
got a
Cardinals made the
quarterback still
playoffs
under
with Cliff.
once. Yeah, sure.
Still made the playoffs.
They've done nothing.
Cliff Hanger
Stop it.
from Between the Lions. You remember that little kids TV show
No.
on
Oh yeah,
PBS
on PBS.
on PBS? Yeah,
Yeah, PBS kids.
Cliffhanger.
I feel like you guys still watch PBS Kids.
I listen to the theme
If
song quite a bit, actually.
I had it, yeah.
the dude Between the Lions theme song, banger.
You remember Cyber Chase?
I do. I didn't.
Yeah, another PBS banger.
I wasn't as big of a fan of the theme song, but
No, the theme song wasn't good, but what are you gonna
theme
do?
song theme song had a lot to do with whether or not I liked the show when I was younger.
What was your favorite theme song from your childhood, like PBS show? Was it Between the Lines?
It's either that or Arthur, honestly.
Ooh, Arthur the Aardvark. Classic.
It's he is an aardvark.
They say it in the theme song. Do they not?
No.
Are you sure?
Do you not know the theme song for Arthur?
Do you?
It doesn't say the name Arthur at all.
Do they? Yep. I'm talking about Aardvark.
It does.
They don't say Aardvark in the intro.
No, dude.
Are you shitting me right now?
You're lying, and you're just trying to do a bit right now.
No. I
don't-
swear they said
I-
Aardvark in the intro.
No,
Did not
they
realize
don't.
he was an aardvark. He's got a really small nose.
He is an aardvark.
Oh yeah.
You're thinking
Did
of
you
an
know the
anteater.
aardvark's tongue
How else would you
wraps around
know
its
he was
brain?
an Aardvark? How else would you know he was one? If they didn't say it in the intro.
Did you know an aardvark's tongue wraps around its brain?
I think you're getting him confused with anteater.
Yeah, I think so too.
Is an aardvark not an anteater?
No.
No.
What the hell's an aardvark?
I'm not really sure, but like it's not an anteater and it doesn't have one of those long tongue thingies.
Oh, they are not. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Damn it! It's not in there, dude.
No, it's not. It's
How do you know
every
he's an
day when you're
anteater?
walking down the street and everybody
Yep.
that you meet has an
Think of
original
different
point of view. And I
PBS kids,
said,
man.
"Hey,
Hey,
what a wonderful kind of come on now. Where we can
I
learn
had
to
to catch
work
up.
and play and get along." We've really forgotten the principles of the Arthur theme song as a country
I
and get
mean,
along with each other.
PBS has lost funding, so what
Gotta
do you?
listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears. Get together and make things better by
You're not
working
supposed to bring
together.
that stuff up.
What?
You're
It's a
not,
simple
you're not
message
supposed to go.
and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself. Cause that all right, I need to stop. It was a
That was
good
good.
song.
That was good. No
That's
Aardvark
my
in there at all.
should I do a top 5 kid show theme song?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring that next week.
Okay.
I like that. We need to bring
And I
back
said,
Tybo's top five.
hey.
What a
What
wonderful
a
kind
wonderful
of day.
kind. Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
I had to get caught up,
Respect.
man. I wasn't ready for you.
Respect. That song written and performed by Ziggy Marley.
Shout out Ziggy for doing that for a PBS show.
Yeah.
It is a wonderful kind of day, guys, because the wild card round has completed. We're on to the divisional round.
I just want to give
Six.
claps around for Tybo this week at
Oh
Pick'em.
yeah, went undefeated.
Should have
6 and
bet
0.
that.
6-0.
Should have bet that.
I have
Should have bet that, man.
I have a shot to overtake Ty Bob. I have a shot.
Tybo,
can-
did you go 5-1?
I went 5-1. I went along with you. I went 5-1. I cannot for Tybo to win out of the next 7. I can only win 2 against the spread. I cannot do better than 2 wins
Kinda
out of the
screwed,
next 7 games
but
through the Super Bowl.
it's
Divisional
possible.
round, championship round, Super Bowl. Only 2 games can I win against the spread, or Tybo loses. If I get 3, Tybo's done. Sean has been out of it since week 2, so
Hey. Tybo was in last place until like week 4, okay?
What?
You were in last place for quite a bit this year before I took sole possession of that.
I'm good at this,
This year.
and you're not.
Oh, don't get me started right now.
You are what people like to call bad
No.
at picking against the spread.
Tybo, you
No.
came in last year
Shut up.
And the year before that.
I did not come
By
in
ne-
last year before that.
by nearly 10 games.
Shut up.
If it wasn't for Tommy being so bad.
Well, Sean's down how many games this year, dude? Like 50.
No.
It's like 50.
You also came in last place the season before.
I did not, dude. That's your doctoring.
By
me.
one game. You did.
You're doctoring.
No.
Sean and I had 141 wins. You had 140. How many games
But
is
look
Sean
how
behind?
Sean is
Sean
so bad.
I'm
is
behind 13 games behind you.
You're
Far
bad.
13
from far
games.
from 500, but
You're
13
bad.
games.
He's 32 games under 500, but he is only 13 games behind you.
Are you under 500?
I am over 500, 141 and 137. You are under 500, 136,
Boo, you
142.
suck. You
Sean
suck.
is 123 and 155.
That's so bad, dude.
It's
Oh,
horrible.
it could be
That's
worse.
horrible.
It could be worse. I
It's
went 5 and 1 this past week, okay?
it's
Chill.
historically bad. I went undefeated
First
because
time ever, last time ever.
you guys were confident in the Jaguars.
They should have won that game.
Oh, they should have.
They should have won that
Ref
game.
screwed him.
You should have bet with your head that the NFL loves Josh Allen and not Trevor Lawrence.
You know what's crazy? I actually did bet with my head outside of the podcast and bet on the Bills. Won some money on them.
Well,
I can't pick games on a Wednesday night, man.
You can.
I can, but it
You
doesn't go
just
well
don't
with
pick them
against the
well.
spread. I
You
feel
don't
better
pick
on
them
a
well.
I feel better on a Sunday morning sitting down on the toilet looking through
on
the
Sunday
bets.
morning.
That's where I
Well,
feel ready to go.
well, we're in the playoffs, so games are also happening on Saturdays, and this is where this one takes place at 3:30 on Saturday. The Bills will be heading into Denver, where they will play number one seeded
What's
Denver
so funny?
Broncos. At home, they are 1.5 point favorites. And this one's going to be tough for Josh Allen. Much
Yeah.
tougher than the game that he just had against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were probably the hottest team going into the playoffs. They had the number one defense the last 5 weeks of the NFL season, regular season, and just completely fell apart. But the Bills and Josh Allen still had a horrid time trying to win that game against them. They now go against the league's number two overall defense in the Denver Broncos. Where they'll maybe get a little bit lucky is Bo Nix has really regressed this season. Really regressed this season.
I
I
know the
mean,
Broncos defense is so good and everything. We talk about them. They're one of the
the
top ranked
Jags defense
defenses.
was good.
Jags defense was fantastic against the Bills for majority of the game up until the very.
It was the
Like
it was
Josh
Trevor
Allen can
Lawrence and
beat
the offense that failed him.
Josh Allen
But
can beat good defenses.
he's struggled against good defenses this year. It's shown in multiple games, losing to the Texans, semi-good defense with the Patriots, losing to them the first time. Broncos are a good defense, but they're very exploitable. They're not hitting as hard every single time like the Jaguars were last weekend. The
Fair.
Broncos gave
I
up
just
what, 40, 35, some odd points to the Giants? Like they are exploitable against offenses you would not expect them to let that many points up against.
so I think the inexperience of Bo Nix and the I don't know. I mean, experience isn't necessarily the right word because Josh Allen has experience losing in the playoffs. But I think it basically comes down to James Cook for me because that's my favorite. That's the best part of the Bills' offense in my mind. But James Cook and Josh Allen and the way he can play, it's kind of the perfect storm for the Broncos to lose. I think the Bills can do it. However, like every other metric, like this season, even kind of watching the games, would probably tell you to go Denver. But Bo Nix is probably going to make mistakes, even though he's at home. Um, and the Bills could very easily win this game.
Did
Here's
Sean
where
McDermott save his job last week winning that playoff game against
no,
the Jags?
no, he absolutely at bare minimum has to make the AFC Championship game to save his job. It is not safe until he at
Do
least
you think
makes the
Bills
AFC
fans think that
Championship game.
way?
Probably not. It's honestly Super Bowl. It's at least make the Super Bowl or it's bust for them. For Bills fans, if
I don't think
if we're
I'm
being
ditching a
honest.
coach for that. I don't think I'm.
Without in a playoffs without
You
Patrick
never
Mahomes,
know.
Joe Burrow, or Lamar Jackson, if I'm a fan, I want him out if he's not making the Super Bowl. You're going up against guys who
Okay.
have never won a playoff game, never. In your next two games, you're going to go up against guys who have never, up until what this past weekend, have won a playoff game. You
I'm
you
just
are the
I'm
you have
just
the most
thinking like
experienced
if
team.
this was
Are you
like
serious? Hold up, no.
you're not
Trevor Lawrence won a playoff game last year or 2 years
I
ago.
said this week,
Okay.
like this week and moving forward.
like if that's Andy Reid in Kansas City and like when he takes over, he goes to the playoffs a couple of times and then an AFC championship game and loses. Like I don't think I'm getting rid of him.
That
If
was
we've
different because
lost,
you don't have an MVP quarterback with Alex Smith.
You had a team that made the playoffs before. Well, no, I guess no, they didn't make the playoffs
no,
before he came there.
no,
No, they didn't.
yeah. So it's a totally different scenario. Now, if, say he had come in and had Patrick Mahomes after he had won an MVP or whatever, then then yeah, then we're talking about, hey, we're firing Andy Reid because he can never get across the finish line, and this is the best year that he will have to have ever gotten it, or at least open up the floodgates. This is the year to do it for Josh Allen, and where I think that they will mightily struggle, whether the Broncos defense has had is exploitable or not. I don't really think the Bills have a receiving weapon to do that outside of James Cook to exploit the
Uh,
Denver Broncos.
Shakir will not exploit them, but he'll be the one catching
He's
all
a
the
yards
balls.
he's a yards after catch guy. If you can scheme up things to get him wiggle room, then you maybe have a chance. But the Broncos are very very fast, and where it starts to get scary for the
Well,
Bills is while Bo Nix has had a horrid season, a massive regressive step, the Broncos running game is still very, very solid. And when we want to take a look at the Bills and what they've done this season, they have one of the worst rush defenses in the league. They are 22nd against
yeah.
the run.
Over under
They
22
have
and a
to
half pass attempts for Bo
they
Nix.
would have to like it would be the tallest task to ask Josh Allen and this offense to do that. But like you get your own run game established, and when they have everything clicking, Shakir is just the most competent receiver because I don't think he's just a yards after catch guy. I see him running crosses and digs and routes down the field. I truly feel like Shakir, while he's best out of the slot because of his size and physical attributes, like I think he's their most competent receiver. Everything else in the receiving room after that is very lackluster. But when you
I
get
mean, Brandon
Shakir,
Cook showed up last week.
oh, I didn't, I forgot that. But when you get Shakir and both the tight ends going, I think you can work. So it's, clearly they're I mean they're in the playoffs right now. You can work something with Shakir, Kincaid, and Dawson Knox.
What we've also seen from the Bills offense is they're very, very susceptible to pressure. And you're going up against the guys that they
That
have
yeah yeah.
in Denver. That's where it becomes scary. And so if the Broncos can really control this game at the line of scrimmage, if
But
they
that's
can
why you have to
if
get James Cook going. That's
you
that's why
do.
getting your own run game established is the most important thing.
I don't think this game is going to get high points. It's going to be a
High
very
points.
it's I was going somewhere else with that and then screwed it
Yeah,
up. But
it's not going.
20 points
it's
It's
going to
wins
not
be a
this
going to be high
game.
very
scoring. It's
it's
not going to be
it's
high
going to
scoring.
be
High
very
points.
defensive game. There's not going to be very many points scored. I, I I would say that I don't even think it would take 20 points to win this game.
It
I
wouldn't, but I think 20 points is the 20 or
I
21
think
is
it's
the
going to
final
be. I
score
think
for
it's going to
anyone
be
in this
very
game.
similar to the Jags game. I think it's going to be around 30 points, and whoever has the ball last is more than likely going to win it.
If it comes down to Bo Nix, this is your final drive and you have to score, you're down by 4 and you need a touchdown, or you're down by 3 and you're
They can
starting at the
kiss that shit
25,
goodbye.
you kiss it goodbye. You need a field goal, kiss it goodbye. That's exactly where I was going. If it comes down to them needing a last minute score, even if you give them 5 minutes on it, I don't think Oh, Knicks does.
Josh Allen has his own version of 13 seconds against the Denver Broncos this game.
It's 5 minutes.
But if
Because Bo Nix just couldn't score.
but
Well,
depending on
no,
how the
this
game's
season he's
gone, I
been
don't
good in the
know if
fourth quarter. This season
yeah,
he's been
he's
good
been
in the
really
fourth
good in the
quarter.
fourth quarter. The Broncos and the Patriots have been amazing in the fourth quarter. But if it comes down to a last minute drive, I don't
It's
think
the
Bo Nix has it
playoffs.
in
It's
him
different.
in the
It's
playoffs.
different.
But I can also sit here and go, I don't know if Josh Allen has done it. Don't
Yeah,
get me
he
wrong,
has.
Josh Allen has done it. Depending on how this game goes through the previous three quarters, I don't know if he'll be able to do a last minute drive in this game either. Because the Broncos defense is so good. I understand
I
he plays
could
very well against very
I
good
could easily
defenses.
see it.
Don't know if he
I
can
could
do it in
easily
this
see
game.
it where like if it happens to be the Bills that have to have the last minute game winning drive, just Nick Bonito being all over his ass when he drops back
Yeah,
to pass. Like
yeah.
What's going to
so
happen
I've got
is
it.
it's the Bills are going to have the ball to in the game, trying to drive down the field to get the game-winning score. Some weird, crazy rule about the spot of the ball or something happens. They change the rules in the offseason because the Bills lose. That's how it always happens with the Bills. A rule is
It
going to get
does.
changed because
they're
the
really
Bills.
influential in the NFL.
There's gonna be a tush push by the Denver Broncos to get a first down and seal the game. Because it now goes under 2 minutes and
They
the
banned the
tush
tush
push
push.
is now banned for everyone.
Well, it was in Philadelphia.
I'm sorry, my dog has just dived in between the couch and the table and moved my computer over and got himself stuck.
Since we only have this many games, do we want to go ahead and pick it
Yeah,
after
we'll
we're
do
done
like we
talking about
did.
it?
Where are you picking,
Uh,
Tybo? Where are
I'm
you
picking
picking?
last.
he's
I
going
have to pretty much
last.
go opposite of Ty Bob if I want a shot to win.
He
That's
does.
whew,
Sean,
gonna
would
be
you
hard.
like first or would you like second?
It doesn't matter for me. I'm gonna go and take first.
Okay. Bills head into
Broncos
Denver where the Broncos are 1.5 point favorites.
1.5. It's the Bills year. They got to do it this year. No other year. Give me the Bills.
I am taking the Broncos.
Donkeys.
I'll I'll take the Bills.
2 weeks in a row. It's going to come back to bite you.
As much shit as I've talked on you for picking the Bills, probably it's just karma. Now tell me why we have a 7 point spread in the playoffs.
That's
At,
very,
at
I
this
don't
at this
know.
point in the playoffs, especially like the 49ers just beat the Eagles.
Well, I can tell you this. So on Saturday night, the 49ers will be heading into Seattle for a divisional matchup, and there could be another divisional
He can tell
matchup
you that.
after this game. But the reason why this is a 7 point spread is due to the injuries for the 49ers. The Seattle Seahawks are 7 point favorites. What's
Wow.
going on in San Francisco? You just lost George Kittle for the remainder of the season and a very, very good portion of next year, if not the full season, because of a torn Achilles. Now, Fred Warner has practiced. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Fred Warner said a couple weeks ago that he would be back in time for the NFC Championship game should they make it. He said this last week during the wild card game that he would be back in the divisional round should they be able to make it there. Even with him back, you've got George Kittle out, no Brandon Ayuk, even though that's been the same thing for the whole season. Your number one receiver is now Juwan Jennings, and Christian McCaffrey is your next option. You don't really have much. That's kind of it. Demarcus Robinson is your third option. We know all
Serviceable,
about
man.
him.
He's still out here, Dag.
Still doesn't know which way north and south is.
Hey, but Matt Stafford was throwing to him either last year or a couple years ago. Like he's
Matt
serviceable, man.
Stafford's a goat. He's one of the goats.
But if he can play for Matt Stafford, he can play for pretty much
Brock
anything.
Purdy, really?
Yeah,
I mean, he can
I don't
play. He
know.
can be out there. He can run routes. I don't know if he can do anything.
He was
I
catching
mean, he did
touchdowns for the
last week.
Rams.
It's the Eagles.
He got a touchdown last week.
It's not the Seahawks. And here's the reason why. It's a 7 point spread. Not only are there so many injuries over for the 49ers, the Seahawks have dominated
Do they have
almost everyone
CMC?
they've come across. Yeah, CMC is
No, they
there.
have not.
They have dominated almost everyone that they have come across this season.
Colts,
Um,
Philip Rivers did not dominate him.
It's almost like you're understanding the definition of almost.
No,
almost only
not
counts in
quite.
horseshoes and hand grenades.
That's
Shoulda,
close,
coulda,
but okay.
shoulda, coulda, woulda. Get it out of your vocabulary.
7 points though. I mean, you have Sam Darnold at quarterback.
It's a little much, in my opinion.
You've also got two amazing running backs and a defense that is absolutely
As long
suffocating.
as the
How did
49ers
the
have CMC on offense, they got a shot.
how did the first two matchups go in this
One
series
and
this year?
one.
1-1.
What I'm
One
saying
and
Was it
is
one.
home and home?
Uh, that actually is a good question. I do not know
Because that
exactly
could
who
make
won
a
the home
great
matchup.
reason
no,
why.
it was the opposite because I think the
Way
Seahawks
away.
beat yeah, I think the Seahawks beat the 49ers in Santa Clara at the end of the season.
Take a look at this.
That makes no sense why the spread is 7 for the Seahawks at home then.
49ers won the first matchup, and it was in Washington, so it was away.
Damn.
Yeah.
But the Seahawks did win 13-3 final week of the season, where the 49ers, had they won, would have been the number one seed.
And that was a
Complete
Thursday night,
domination.
wasn't it?
It just
Yeah.
it's
Oh
a
no, they
little
didn't do Thursday
eye-opening
night in week 18.
when I think the 49ers are well coached, they still have good enough players to compete with the Seahawks, especially if Sam Darnold's ugly ghosts rear their heads. You know, I like I said, they're always there. He just learns to deal with them better. So,
Listen, the
but
Seahawks
the
defense is suffocating. It's very good. Oh,
yeah,
we
did
had a
that
little bit of, yeah, we got some echo going on somewhere.
Oh, I didn't hear that time.
Oh, you didn't hear it? I think we're good now. Okay. Sorry. Technical difficulties. The Seahawks defense is really good. They're suffocating in the
Tariq Woolen
secondary
is one of the best cornerbacks in the league.
without a doubt. And they have an
Top five,
amazing defensive line.
top five.
They have an amazing defensive line who
One of the
also can
best.
get
Yeah, that's what top five is, right?
sacks.
What?
Uh,
One of the best.
one of the best. Um,
I'm asking, do we put him? We could put him top five underneath Sertan and Stingley.
yeah,
And
I'd
Duffy.
probably
He's
put him in.
somewhere in
I'd
there.
probably put him in the 10, like somewhere in the top 10 range, just off the top of my head. He's in the top 10 somewhere.
Cooper
Absolutely.
DeJean top five.
No.
No, not
No,
after this season. No, he had a
No.
really bad year this year.
didn't he just get?
He got torched a lot this year.
N- Never mind.
Last year he was really good. This year he got
Not so
burnt
much.
up a little bit.
A little crispy.
Left in the fryer
Check
too long.
your check your stats.
You don't
Watch
know what stats
football.
are.
Back check. I,
He doesn't know ball. He does not know ball.
are you picking the Seahawks? Because I
I thought we
really
were
don't
going to
want to
talk
pick
about
the
the game a little
49ers.
bit further,
Don't,
but
don't know there. Don't know yet. You'll. I mean, we've talked about this game for like 3 minutes. I don't. Are you
You
done? Are you done talking about Niners Seahawks?
no.
Okay, then carry
so
on.
let's talk about the Niners Seahawks.
Oh, you guys are drowning without me.
No, we're just trying to make
You're
you talk
here.
right now.
It,
You're here. We're not without you. You're here.
what do you guys have to say about the game? I'm intently listening.
Do you think if Fred Warner plays? Because I don't. If he's practicing, I don't see that there's a way that he doesn't play without a limited snap count. Do you?
If he
What
plays, they're
sort of?
not going to limit him. If he feels
No,
like
that's
he's going to
sorry.
play, yeah,
That's what I meant. It probably didn't come out that way, but
yeah.
he's not going to play with a limited snap count. What sort of impact do you think that he has on this game, given the rest of the injuries that they have?
He'll have a decent impact on this game. It's crazy because Bob Salah has done so well with the pieces that he has around him this year. So having Fred Warner back will help out a lot, but he will be a big difference maker. I think he will be a part of turnover in some way, either forcing it or getting an interception or something like that. He will
Look,
be a decent part of this game.
I think Fred Warner is the best linebacker in the NFL right now, but you're coming off an injury. You're coming off being like not playing a large chunk of this season, and he can't cover everybody. The Seahawks have JSN out there. The Seahawks have
He's not going
plenty
to
of.
be covering JSN.
That's what I'm saying. He can't be all over the field. He's not going to be guarding JSN, and he like the Seahawks offense has too many weapons for Fred Warner to like best case scenario, he forces them to be in pass all the time mode because he's like that big of a difference maker in the run game. But like I think coming off the injury, he's probably not going to be as fast as effective. Like he's going to be a good player. He's gonna make his mark on the game. But like their difference maker in the pass game is JSN, and I think Sam Darnold, with or without Fred Warner being out there, is going to be able to get the ball to JSN.
He has struggled a little bit, a few games to get it to JSN this year. So the Niners defense with
Not very
what
many.
Bob Salah decides to get ready for the game. JSN will still get his, but I think Fred Warner will be a big difference maker in this game for the Niners.
It's a divisional
It's a
game.
it's
These
a big
teams
if though.
know each other very well. And while I don't think that I think this is going to be a lot closer than the 7 point spread. The Seahawks have the ability, and they've shown it to win by more than that, to win by two scores, as they did in Week 18. But this is nails in the coffin game on the line, or season on the line. Like we're going to get a divisional clash here, and it's going to come down to who runs the ball more efficiently. I'm not talking explosive plays like you get with CMC or like we've seen with Kenneth Murray throughout the season. You get those
Who?
explosive plays. Those guys,
Walker,
Kenneth
Kenneth
Walker, Murray,
Walker.
golly, um,
Golly.
Market?
uh, he's not tracking anything.
I
I
got
Um,
got
you, bro. Guys,
it's in here. It's in here.
I will have a detailed sheet. I will have the exact moments when you
that's a
guys
lie.
were fined.
I
That's a
can't wait
lie.
to see that.
It's not going to come down to the explosive moments. It's going to come down to efficiency. Who is getting more yards per carry? Who's being more effective in the run game, taking away the clock and getting the first downs there. We know that both these teams can be explosive. It's going to come down to effectiveness of running game, and it will be a low scoring affair.
So we're going to pick them now because with it being low
I'm
scoring
I'm I'm
affair,
ready.
you're
I'm
not
ready.
ready.
Sean,
I
where are you
don't
going?
I don't believe it'll be a low scoring affair either. I think
I think it'll be a high scoring affair, but
of the
close.
games that have a potential to be a low scoring affair, it's Texans Patriots, and I think all the rest are going to be fairly fun to watch.
I mean,
I think this is
you
going to be a
also
close
like a
game.
defensive game, I think, but like to not be a low scoring affair, both the times that these teams have faced each other
The-
so far this season, nobody scored
It's
20
the
or more
playoffs.
points.
It's the
Yeah, have they played in the
playoffs.
It
playoffs
was
this year?
13 to
It's the
3 in week
playoffs.
18, and it was
Playoffs
17 to
too,
13 in week 1.
It's the playoffs.
and that was the regular season.
Well, then, Sean, the 49ers are playing the Seahawks in Seattle,
Both coaches
Lumen
are letting it
Field,
loose. This is
where
whoever scores 30 points is going to win the game.
the Seahawks are
If they score 30
seven
points.
point favorites at home.
Actually, whoever gets 30 eclipses the 30-point mark, the game's just going to end right there.
I think the Seahawks win, but I think the Niners are going to cover that 7 points.
I'm also taking the Niners to cover the 7.
Seahawks.
He's really going for it.
He's going opposite every game. He has to.
Just about.
Starting our Sunday game at 2 o'clock. No noon game this week. We've got a 2 o'clock and a
No noon slate.
5:30. No
As long
noon
as you
slate.
Honestly,
don't have a
No
Monday
noon
night
group.
game,
No
which I
group.
know
No
there's no
noon
reason
calendar.
for in this round with only
I'm
four
not a
games.
fan of the Monday night Super
We
Wild
can't. We got to get the
card
Monday
game.
night game out of the playoffs.
Well,
All
it's out
Saturday
of
and
the
Sunday.
playoffs now.
I just mean in general, like next year,
I agree with you, but
going forward.
there's no more Monday night games.
Monday night.
Sunday starting at 2, we do have a potentially a defensive battle. It is the Texans with outing the league's number one defense heading
Oh,
into
it's 100% a defensive battle.
heading into Foxborough, where the Patriots are 3-point
Because
favorites
CJ
at home.
Stroud makes
It's
it
his
pretty easy
ass.
for the opposing
Yeah.
defense.
CJ Stroud has regressed so massively from his. He is a quarter of the player that he was as a rookie. A quarter, and
I
he's
still
got weapons around him.
I still
Now
think
they
like
are missing.
somehow the talent is there because like I see him make good throws at times, but
I think there's
I
a
think that
processing issue going on.
yeah,
Like
decision
he's
making,
overthinking
yeah, like
everything, and maybe
I
it's because they don't have a run game, and it gets a little bit too
well, I
convoluted when
mean,
it gets
yeah,
on the field when you don't have that help.
Pat was kind of in the same spot without the run game, so
But here's the most interesting piece of this: is the Texans started off 0-3, and historically teams that go 0-3 never make the
yeah.
playoffs. There's not been a team prior to the Texans who have made the playoffs going 0-3.
But that
Then they rattle
defense,
off 9 in a row to finish off the season, make the playoffs, have a decent seeding, and now they get the luck of playing the Patriots, who you guys said that this would be an interesting game, and it will be a closely and tightly contested game. The Patriots have the weakest strength of schedule in the entire NFL. They have won one game against a team with a winning record, that being the Bills, whom they also lost to 2 weeks before the season ended. I don't know who this Patriots team is. Drake May has looked really good against the Giants and the Jets, or who the teams like that he's played against. He's looked good, but the schedule is weak.
the Texans about to be on that
Like
ass.
I don't know. Like, can we really truly trust what we've seen from the Patriots this year? Yes, you've got a veteran wide receiver room that has played fairly well, but also aging, and guys who haven't played well with their quarterbacks in prior seasons. Keyshawn Booty's their number two receiver, if I am remembering correctly. The number two, he hasn't done anything prior to this year. And yeah, you have a great
Well,
backfield,
I mean,
but like
He's honestly had his games when his number's been called because the Patriots wide receiver room has kind of been littered with injuries and just shuffling parts. Uh, I don't know in recent years, but no need
I'll
to throw
slander his
shot.
name all I want. I will.
No
I
need to
will.
throw
I
shots at
am.
Kayshon Boutte.
I did, and I will continue to.
He's really not a bad receiver.
He's not bad, but what I'm
Him and
saying is to
Demario
be your
Douglas,
number two, to
huh?
be your number two, Mario Douglas and Keishon Boutte are a 3 and 4 on really any other team.
I'd take him over
Mm,
who we got, man.
Well, yes, but again, they're also going to be a 3 and 4 behind both Rasheed Rice and Xavier Worthy. So again, they're a 3 and 4 on a team on most other teams.
on a
They're
team.
not
They're on a
they're
team.
not they're not 2 and 3.
I don't know. This
And they have the
Patriots
greatest tight
offense.
end in Patriots history, Hunter Henry.
Shout out.
Tom Brady himself said it.
Statistically, he's not wrong.
Really?
No,
That's all.
I mean, he's not far away from if you're just kind of like touchdowns or whatever. He's not far off of it, but he's no Gronk or Aaron Hernandez.
Whoa.
I mean, he'll never be Aaron Hernandez.
Never. Maybe.
No,
You never know.
I do know.
Do you know Hunter?
No,
How would you know then?
I just know.
I'm not confident in this Patriots team at all going into this game. I know
I'm
there's
more
Patriots
confident in the
fans that are,
Patriots than the Steelers this past weekend.
yeah, but that bar is low. Like that
More
bar's on the
confident.
Yeah,
ground.
Still
this
more
game will be
confident.
Would you
closer.
would you
This
do?
game will be
Move it up
closer.
a centimeter? Like what are we talking about?
A little bit.
I mean, Travion Henderson is good. Um,
They've been
I mean,
utilizing him less since Ramondre Stevenson has been back from injury.
dumb move by Vrabel.
Very.
They're setting
But
him for the playoffs for this very moment.
this, I mean, this is the ultimate test for Drake May. And I don't necessarily think he's that capable of it. And the roster just isn't that nice.
I talked about it
I
earlier in the
think the O
season.
line is going to get cut up by both defensive ends.
Yeah.
I don't think their tackles are good enough.
I talked about this comparison earlier on in the season when we talked about the Bears, but I actually think it's a little bit more fitting for the Patriots. Looking back at everything that has gone on. And the comparison is the Patriots this year are last year's Washington Commanders. And I don't think that they'll make the NFC playoff or the AFC championship. I don't think that they make the AFC championship. They fall a little bit short of what the Commanders were last year. And next year, when they go in
Like
with
they're
a
benefiting
first,
from an easy schedule and they're playing
yeah,
above their means and they got a better
it,
seed than they should have. And
exactly. And then when we go into next season and they have a number one schedule where they also have to play in their division, at least the Bills, who that may be the only competent team going into next year. We'll see. But they'll still have to play the Bills, and then they get a first place schedule moving forward where they'll have to
miss the
play the first
playoffs.
place teams going on. You'll have to play the Broncos. Uh You'll have to play the Texans again in the regular season. You'll have to play or I guess the Texans didn't win the division. You'll have the Jaguars, and so on and so forth. Like you're not going to have an easy schedule come next year. Probably miss the playoffs. Now they've got a good head coach, so maybe that doesn't happen with Vrabel. But looking at it right now, Patriots are last year's commies, and I don't. I think the buck stops here.
This game is going to be a lot closer than what you're thinking. Texas defense is fantastic, but
But
we're
CJ
going back
Stroud
to the
sucks
point.
dick.
CJ Stroud is terrible. 5 fumbles last week against the Steelers. He has some issues with the center and the snap and everything right now, practicing on the sideline during the last game. Patriots defense is going to be able to take advantage of that at least once or twice, and they're going to be able to get a better chance of scoring than the Steelers did last week.
Outside of the one Bills game, have the Patriots even played an offense that is even as on par with the Texans? Like again, we've talked about how bad the Texans offense is. They played a team that has an offense that's even just remotely close outside of the Bills?
Jets?
No. I'm taking the Texans offense over the Jets every day of the week.
Are you saying
Two
the
times on
Texans
Sunday.
offense is just as good as the Bills offense?
No, I'm saying outside of the Bills, who have the Patriots played that have an offense like at the Texans?
I don't know. I don't know the Patriots schedule off the top of my head.
I'll give you a shot. No one. They haven't played anyone.
Ravens. Ravens.
Losing schedule or losing record. And
Beat them.
no Lamar Jackson, by the way.
Bengals. Beat them. Falcons
Joe Burrow
offense.
was out.
Pretty damn good.
What
Joe Burrow
was
was
the
not out for
was
that game. November 23rd, he was not out for that game, was he?
I think Joe Burrow came back in
No,
December.
he came back Thanksgiving week. You're right. You're right. Okay. Falcons offense. Hmm.
The Texans
what week was
offense
that?
is not great. I mean, CJ Stroud is a problem.
I,
And they have
I'm I'm
I mean,
listen. I'm not sitting here
didn't
saying the
Woody Marks
Texans are
have a
good.
good game last week?
Yeah, he went over
Mm,
100 yards.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting for the Texans having a good offense. I'm saying the
Bucks
Patriots haven't
offense.
played anyone.
They played some offenses.
Yeah, they did beat Baker Mayfield and the Bucks.
Beginning of the season as well.
Nope.
No.
Oh
November
no,
9th.
so end of the season. Great. So when the offense was ass cheeks. Got it.
Mid season.
Eh, What do you I mean, we already kind of agree with you on the schedule part, but like the Texans offense isn't that good. If you're just
Yeah.
talking about offenses that they've played, like the Texans offense is going to be the reason that this game is close. Like the defense is going to be putting them in good position, and CJ Stroud and the Texans offense is not going to be able to capitalize, and they're going to be kicking a lot of field goals, and it's going to be probably the lowest scoring game of the weekend.
I think by far though, honestly, I don't see this game. This game, the under is definitely going to hit.
The annoying oh, I don't know the guy's name, but he's bald and he likes to talk shit on everybody. But he thinks the Texans are going to be representing the AFC. Will you mute yourself when you do that?
No, I
Jeez,
can't.
that's a
It's happened so
fine.
fast. It happened so
That's a
fast. You want me
fine.
to mute it?
Yes.
How much time?
But
The over under is 41.5 for this game.
under, under. I don't care if Tommy thinks you're a coward for doing that. But the one annoying sports I I don't even know what he just has a show and a podcast. But he's bald and he kind of has a raspy voice and he talks shit on everybody. He thinks the
Not
Texans are
talking
gonna
about
be
me.
yeah, dude. Uh, he thinks the Texans are gonna be representing the AFC in the playoffs.
Well, they are in the AFC and they are
Or
in the
in
playoffs.
the Super
So,
Bowl. In the Super Bowl. Sorry. In the Super Bowl. Oh, in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl.
I mean, if they make it past here, the it's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't know.
You think they can run the ball well
I'm
enough against the Bills? If
think
they
the
play the
Bills have the
Bronco, if they play the
22nd
Broncos,
ranked.
if if they play the Broncos, you got to think the Broncos kind of beat their ass. But
Yeah, sure. If they play the Broncos, but if they have to play the Bills with the 22nd ranked rushing defense, I think there's a good shot.
I thought they were
There's a
worse than
decent shot.
22nd. 22nd doesn't sound as bad, but
It's still not
Out of
good.
I
32
thought I thought they were worse than that.
Bills, no,
Yeah.
22nd.
I thought they were like 28th, bottom four. Would have sounded way worse.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick the Texans in this game.
Taking the Texans at 3-point underdogs in New England. All
Easy
right.
pick.
Well, I'm taking them too. He's so mad right now. He doesn't want to
I'll
do it.
this will be I'll take the Texans. This will be the game. Yeah.
This would be
I'll,
one of the wins you get.
yeah.
He's
Okay.
giving this one up for you.
Well, Sunday night football, or should I say Sunday afternoon football? It is 5:30 in Central Time when this game will kick off.
Oh, thank
The
God.
That's early evening.
That's so much better.
That's evening.
loss, and I love playoff games that are this. They all primetime games need to be at 6 o'clock. I've loved the college football playoffs being at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I've loved them. It's
Six
just so
o'clock.
much better when it's not that
Six
late.
o'clock.
What time?
But they're
6 o'clock.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Oh,
Don't
6
don't
o'clock.
confuse them. They're kicking off at 5:30.
6 o'clock.
Will you still be watching the game at
6 o'clock.
yes?
The Rams are heading into Chicago, where the Bears are hosting another playoff game. And at home, Vegas has them at 3.5-point dog.
I love that line. I love that line.
Let's just get it out of the way. The Bears are an improbable team. They have the
They're the
most
commies of
fourth,
last
But
year.
they have the most fourth quarter comebacks in NFL history in a season, with 7 this season. Last week against the Packers, they came back 21 points.
They're never dead.
Do you think that there will be another fourth quarter spectacular from either of these teams in this game?
Oh,
gonna be
100%.
it's gonna be much harder.
There's definitely going to be a fourth quarter spectacular moment in this game. I don't think it's going to be 21 points in this game, but there will be some big score changes in the fourth quarter.
I will say we have a warm weather team playing in an outdoor stadium in a colder weather area. which
They did that
may.
last year and only barely lost to the Philadelphia Eagles.
All right,
Right, but they still lost.
Barely.
it
And the
may
last year's Eagles were also way better than this year's Bears.
drum up the perfect storm for the Bears to work a little magic, but I think it's highly improbable.
I
I
mean,
like.
Sean McVay has lost what his last two matchups whenever he went to Chicago, and those weren't in the coldest weather either.
Well, I I like the Rams defensive line a lot better than Green Bay's. I know if they had Micah Parsons, it would have made a you know significant difference. But even with Micah Parsons, I like the Rams defensive line better just across the board. They are monsters. And I know Caleb Williams is kind of seen as shifty and he doesn't get sacked very often. But this Rams defense, I mean the line specifically, like I like the way they play, and I think it's highly improbable that the Bears pull off something like they did last week.
I'm inclined to agree. But see, the thing is, man, I like the Bears. I hope they don't get themselves into a position like that. I want this to be a good game. In my heart, I want the Bears to win. I want them to go to the NFC Championship game. I'd love to see them in the Super Bowl. That'd be really, really cool. The Where the Bears fail is their defense because their offense can go out and play with the best of them. We've seen it all season long. Even though they give up in three quarters, they come back in the fourth and they're able to get it done. Their defense is so bad. And I don't care that their defense leads the league in takeaways because they also lead the league in points given up and yards given up.
But guess what they
Defense
didn't
is
guess what they didn't have
horrible.
last week though? What did they not have last week though? They
A
didn't have a
takeaway
turnover last week. Yeah.
didn't get. Guess what? They also didn't make a single stop.
Guess what? They still won.
They made a few stops, and it was all in the fourth quarter. But this Rams team is so much different. You're going to have to take takeaways. And this isn't like in the 49ers game. Look back at what the Bears and the 49ers did in that the Sunday night game that they had, where the Bears had three takeaways in that game. They had three takeaways, and the 49ers still won. They still put up nearly 50 points.
Well, that was just a shootout.
But that's the issue. If your defense can get three takeaways and the other team's offense can still put up near 50, your defense is garbage. And that doesn't bode well in playoff games.
We'll see. We'll
Stafford
see.
Stafford can be a little susceptible to the interception bug at times. Threw a
It
pick
definitely
last
can
week.
be.
He messed up his finger last week as well too. That could affect
That
his
that is
throwing
a
this week.
that is a good question to bring in is his throwing hand okay? But this defense isn't he may be
It's
susceptible to
going to be
pressure
cold,
and throwing
more than
interceptions.
likely.
But there's nobody on this defense covering Puka Nakua. There's nobody on this defense covering Devontae Adams.
In the
You've
red
got
zone.
you've got Kyron Williams and Blake Corum who've been tearing up defenses all season. Regardless if if this Rams team were to throw interceptions, they still have the ability, very much like the 49ers, to just go up and put up 50 and run away with this game. No fourth quarter
They
comeback from
haven't
the
played in bare
Bears.
weather, man. They have not played in bare weather yet.
Played in Carolina. It's close enough.
No, it's not. Don't even say that.
Yeah.
Oh, one with the craziest thing about this game though for the Rams, for Sean McVay as well. This is the 15th unique team they're playing in the playoffs in a row for the Rams.
It's pretty cool.
I don't think that's really ever happened before. That's a crazy amount of teams to play, not playing any repeat teams over that
In
many
15
games.
games, they've never played a repeat team.
No.
That's Look at you, Sean. Good job.
I
That's really
saw
cool.
that somewhere else earlier. Pulled a
Was
typo.
who
Didn't get it from a reel though.
You
who were
don't
you
have to
saying?
say that.
Who were you saying that about?
The Rams.
The Rams.
Well, it couldn't be the Bears.
Interesting. Well,
Well, if you to go back and get 15 games, you got to go back to 1970.
probably. Yeah, I mean the hand. I did forget about the hand with Stafford. So that'll be the biggest storyline coming into the game. Cold weather. Will it affect the hand? Is Stafford going to
Even
be
if it
100%?
does, even if it does, like you've still got Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Like they could still just hand the ball off and easily walk all over
But the
the Bears
Bears have
defense.
Caleb Williams, dude.
Generally speaking, I the Bears are going to need some things to go their way. They're going to need to get turnovers. They're going to need uh they're going to need Caleb Williams to work his magic and not get sacked very often. Like it's going to be an uphill battle. And the
The other
Rams are
thing I
pissed that the game this game is away right now. They're pissed
absolutely
that this game is an away game right now.
here's the other thing that I think probably should bring some like caution for people who are bettors or people just with interest in this game. Over the last few games, really throughout the whole season, but it's been expounded on in the last few games. There are minimum 5 plays where Caleb Williams just whiffs. Yeah, I mean, underthrown, overthrown, not in the right area, just completely whiffs on wide open passes. And that's not something that you can do against a team like the Rams and not be punished for it, whether it's in takeaways or just in straight up 3 and outs. It drive enders. And now you're giving the ball back to a team whose offense is going up against your putrid defense and an offense that knows how to do what they want when they want and can make you give it up. Like that's
But
Caleb
but
Williams
Caleb
nearly
Williams
has to
also
play a
does have
perfect game.
he does also does have about 5 plays during those games that you're like, wow, who else can possibly make that play outside of
I
Patrick
mean,
Mahomes?
you know who really likes Caleb Williams? Chris Long. Chris Long has nothing but good things to say about Chris
I like
Caleb.
Caleb Williams. I like him a lot. He just has to clean it up. This has to be near a perfect game for the Bears
Right.
to pull this one
Yeah.
out at home. It
The
Yeah.
biggest thing for the Bears, the
For them
biggest
to
key
have
for
a
the Bears
shot,
this weekend is to
he's got to
get
play out of his mind.
they need to actually get off to a hot start. They can't wait to
Jump
start
man,
playing
jump man,
football in the
jump
second
man.
half.
They do need to get out to a hot start. I'll agree.
Them boys up to something.
Are they?
Okay.
The Bears.
Well then, the Rams are heading into Chicago. Potentially a snowy weekend. I've seen. I'm not too
Let's
sure on the
go.
chances of a snow game, but it is going to be cold. I can tell you that. In Chicago, the Bears are 3.5 point dogs at home.
You know what
Rough.
that means? Give me the Bears. I want the Bears to win. They're gonna do it.
I'm taking the Rams.
I'll take the
Matty
Bears.
Staff. I want the Bears to win. I would not be upset in losing this game against the spread. I would love for the Bears to win. It'd be good. But Matty Staff on his way out of the league, MVP, walks out with a Super Bowl ring. That'd be pretty cool too.
It
It
would
won't
be cool.
happen, but it'd be pretty cool.
You don't know that.
They're gonna lose to the Bears. Don't worry.
Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
I would be pretty interested to see a Josh Allen Matt Stafford Super Bowl, and I think the NFL would too.
Dude, that Super Bowl would do numbers. That'd be a
Yeah.
really cool game.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this is the divisional round, and next up we've got championship weekend. Stay up to date with everything that's going on in the NFL. Listening to this show as we get back next week, recap what has been happening, and then hey, the off season will be here. We'll be talking about
Paycheck.
dynasty football leagues. We'll be talking about draft and everything that's
Oh,
coming up from there.
I
So
wasn't
make
even
sure
paying
you stay
attention.
tuned. Until next time, go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Hey, Jack.